Hello and welcome to our special broadcast. I'm Parikshit Luthra and here are the headlines we are tracking this evening. Investors tread with caution around the world as the US Fed gears up to announce its rate decision. 72% of Wall Street is expecting a 25 basis point rate hike according to a CNBC Fed survey. A range-bound session on Dalal Street ends with marginal gains. Sensex rises over 100 points and the Nifty gains over 40 points. Vedanta will rake in nearly 7,000 crore rupees and the union government will garner 3,000 crore rupees thanks to the fourth interim dividend announced by Hindustan Zinc, but the move will drain the cash reserves of HZL, leaving it with just 400 crore rupees. IFC, the private sector arm of the World Bank, will invest 600 crore rupees in Mahindra & Mahindra's newly incorporated last-mile mobility company, IFC, to own between 10 to 13% stake in the M&M subsidiary. The AAP government presents a 79,000 crore budget for Delhi, focuses majorly on infrastructure, education and health. The presentation of the budget was delayed by a day due to the tussle between the Delhi government and the Union Home Ministry. Tamil Nadu will double its capex in 2 years as the state's finance minister, Thiagarajan, also stays firm on banning online gambling and betting in the state, says a new legislation will be sent for the governor's approval in a few days. That's an exclusive. Russia's Vladimir Putin welcomes China's controversial peace plan for Ukraine as Xi Jinping wraps up his Moscow visit. US and the West oppose the plan, which will allow Russia to freeze its territorial gains. Meanwhile, IMF announces a 4-year funding package of Ukraine worth more than $15 billion. Straight to the top story this evening. Markets in Europe remain choppy as investors around the world await the US Federal Reserve's decision on interest rate hikes. According to CNBC Fed survey, 72% of market participants are expecting a 25 basis point hike. But Wall Street is divided on whether the Fed should hike rates at this point. That's not all. Markets were also weighed down by an unexpected jump in UK inflation for February. The consumer price index rose to 10.4%. The surprise increase in February marked a break from 3 consecutive months of slowing price increases. European Central Bank's chief Christine Lagarde says that inflation remained too high in the region. She said bringing inflation back to 2% over the medium term is non-negotiable. CNBC's and you can catch all the coverage of the Fed policy starting 11 p.m. tonight only on CNBC-TV18. Let's move on now. Vedanta will rake in nearly 7,000 crore rupees and the union government will garner 3,000 crore rupees thanks to the fourth interim dividend announced by Hindustan Zinc, but the move will drain the cash reserves of HZL, leaving it with just 400 crore rupees. Nigel D'Souza is here with more details on the dividend declared by the company.
Well, that's right. Everyone was wondering whether or not Vedanta Group has a way out. There were fears that Vedanta Resources will default on some of their payments, but that was not to be. And we had laid out that there were a couple of options that they had on the table, and they've taken the easiest possible one. That's a dividend payout. So late last evening, Hindustan Zinc has declared a dividend of close to around 26 rupees per share. That takes the total dividend payout in this fiscal itself to around 75 rupees and 50 paise. Now, this 26 rupees per share, that equates to close to around 11,000 crores odd. And out of this total quantum, well, the promoter entity, that is Vedanta Limited, the listed entity, well, they'll get bulk of that. So they'll get close to around 7,100 crores. That's good news from a Vedanta Limited standpoint. Now, the Vedanta Limited shareholders will be hoping that all the dividend that they receive will be passed through. And if that is the case, it equates to around 19 rupees and 20 paise odd. Now, that's good news for the Vedanta shareholders. And from there, the majority of it will go to the Vedanta promoter, obviously, who has close to around 70% stake. That could equate to around $600 million odd. And that's enough to service the near-term debt obligations of Vedanta Resources. So good news for Hindustan Zinc shareholders, better news actually for Vedanta Limited as well as Vedanta Resources as well. Out of this total quantum, bulk goes to Vedanta Limited. The remainder of around 3,000 crores odd will go to the government of India. So that explains why both the two stocks are doing pretty well. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Nigel, for joining us on that big story. Moving on, International Finance Corporation, the private sector arm of the World Bank, is planning to invest 600 crore rupees in Mahindra & Mahindra's new last-mile mobility company for a stake of 10 to 14%. Now, this is significant. Recently, we had seen Mahindra Electric being spun off as a separate entity within the Mahindra Group for the electric passenger car segment. So through that, Mahindra Group will be garnering more investments in future. They could go for an IPO as well, and they will be spearheading their roadmap for the SUV segment with Mahindra Electric. Now, what has happened? IFC is investing in the last mile mobility segment of the Mahindra Group. A new company will be formed that will be called possibly Mahindra Last Mile Mobility Limited. It will be incorporated. They'll get 600 crores from the IFC. This will go towards electrifying the portfolio, increasing the presence of Mahindra's products in the last mile mobility segment, such as Alpha, the Trio, also the Jeeto, which was a four-wheeler. So they will increase their penetration in the three-wheeler passenger and the cargo segment, also in CNG, petrol, diesel and electric variants in the country. So their production will increase. Possibly there will be more models developed as well. So let's see the contours of this new company. So clearly there will be Mahindra Electric for the SUV segment and Mahindra Last Mile Mobility Limited for the cargo and the three-wheeler segment as well. That's a story we have been tracking very closely. Let's move on now. The Delhi government presented its 79,000 crore budget for FY24. This is a day after the Ministry of Home Affairs approved the budget after initially putting it on hold. Infrastructure, transport, women's health were some of the priority areas. Shivani Bazaz gets us the key highlights from the Delhi budget.
The budget was delivered with the theme Clean, Beautiful and Modern Delhi. The key numbers include rupees 56,983 crore of revenue expenditure and an outlay of over 21,000 crore as capital expenditure. In a big push for infrastructure, Delhi government has proposed the building of 26 new flyovers, bridges and underpasses, and also 3 double-decker flyovers in collaboration with DMRC. The state government said 29 new flyovers are being constructed and 1,600 e-buses will be inducted by the end of 2023. With an increase of over rupees 200 crore compared to the last year, the AAP government has allocated rupees 16,500 crore for education sector in the 2023 budget. Over 350 Delhi government schools will get 20 computers each and the teachers will get new tablets. The budget also puts forward a 6-point action plan for the clean
श्रीमती सुमन कल्याणपुर कला गायन।
All right, so that was Kumaramangalam Birla being conferred the Padma Award by the President of India, Draupadi Murmu. The Padma Award ceremony taking place at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. We will also see Sudha Murthy being conferred a Padma Award. Also, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala will be conferred a Padma Award posthumously. Let's wait and see more pictures that come in from the Rashtrapati Bhavan in a short while from now. Let's move on and get you the big newsmaker of the day. Tamil Nadu Finance Minister Palanivel Thiagarajan has said that the state will double its capex in the next 2 years in an exclusive conversation with Shireen Ban. He also said that the state government is firm on banning online gaming and betting, and a new legislation will be sent to the governor for further approval.
This is India's moment, right? The global macro picture, both politically and economically, is such that India is kind of the cynosure of all eyes. People want to divest from China. The scale, both economically and demographically, of India is so high they cannot think anywhere else. In fact, the action happens in the states. Yesterday, Dr. Suman Berry was here, the new Niti Aayog Vice Chairman, and he said the same thing to the Chief Minister. He said, development happens in the states, and that's a fact. So the states need to step up big time. The cabinet has made the decision, which has been publicly recorded, that we are going to reintroduce the online gaming ban bill, which is a very specific bill. It only says that because, it's a very technical bill. The bill is very solid. You get any scholar to opine on it. It's very solid. In fact, yesterday, the union minister somewhere has opined that it's within the rights of Tamil Nadu to pass such a bill. So this bill will get unanimously approved by the legislature in the next few days. It will get sent back to this governor.
All right, so that was the Tamil Nadu Finance Minister in conversation with CNBC. Let's now cut back to the Padma Award ceremony, which is taking place at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. We just saw pictures of Kumaramangalam Birla being conferred a Padma Award. Let's cut across and see what's happening.
पद्मश्री श्रीमती जुदाइयाबाई बायगा चित्रकला, श्रीमती उषा बारले कला लोक गायन, डॉक्टर संकुरात्री चंद्रशेखर समाज सेवा, श्री रामन चेरुवायल कृषि, श्री भानुबाई चुनीलाल चितारा चित्रकला, श्री नरेंद्र चंद्र देववर्मा मरणोपरांत लोक कार्य, उनके पुत्र श्री सुब्रता देववर्मा, श्री वदीवेल गोपाल और श्री मासी सद्या, समाज सेवा। श्री वदीवेल गोपाल। श्री मासी सद्या। श्री हेमचंद्र गोस्वामी, शिल्पकला। श्रीमती प्रीति कना गोस्वामी, वस्त्रकला। डॉक्टर मोदादुगु विजय गुप्ता, विज्ञान एवं इंजीनियरिंग। श्री दिलशाद हुसैन, शिल्पकला। श्री भीकूराम जी इदाते, समाज सेवा। डॉक्टर रतन सिंह जग्गी, साहित्य एवं शिक्षा। श्री विक्रम बहादुर जमातिया, समाज सेवा। श्री राकेश राधेश्याम झुंझुनवाला, मरणोपरांत व्यापार एवं उद्योग, उनकी पत्नी श्रीमती रेखा झुंझुनवाला। गुरु थिरुविदय मरुदुर के कल्याण सुंदरम, भरतनाट्यम नृत्य।
All right, those were glimpses from the Padma Awards ceremony at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Just a short while back, we saw Rekha Junjunwala, the wife of the late Rakesh Junjunwala, accepting the award on his behalf, accepting the honor on behalf of her husband. We're going to take a short break at this point. More news and updates when we are back.